And it's 8:30.
You gotta be fast.
Go ahead.
So this is not mandatory. You're not gonna be tested on this to get your certificate. So if you need to leave, leave.
No, because I have something to wrap
Oh
up
yeah,
with.
she's got something to wrap up with, so you
So,
can't. So in other words, I've got limited time.
Yes.
get
So
busy.
what I'm here to talk about is probably would take about 10 hours that I'm gonna condense into about 5 minutes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna talk fast. And I'm gonna talk about communication, and I'm gonna talk about energy. And basically, in order to really communicate, you have to have energy.
Right.
So, everybody has these,
Yep.
and everything's working fine. You can use these, no problem. Recharge it, you're good. However, when things go sideways, if or when things go sideways, the idea of, if you're gonna communicate, you gotta have some form of energy. Now, people think, well, if I have batteries. Well, you have batteries, and that's fine. Batteries have a life. So you need to have renewable. Now, what we got here is this is a little rechargeable for rechargeable batteries. And you can get, this one will fit double A's and triple A's. Okay, just, they're available. Okay, so you gotta be able to generate something. Now, this is a little generator. It's a little portable solar generator. My daughter got me this, that I carry in my car. And this will charge a cell phone. This will charge a lamp. And I'm not sure how many volts or what that carries, but now, you heard the story, Pastor Rob told you the story about me going door to door with my generator to help my neighbors charge up their refrigerators and stuff. Okay, it's a 5,200 watt generator. And it's gas, okay? You can get generators, if you look into generators, there's all kind of options for generators. Okay, well, we did that way back with Y2K, because my mother who was a senior, was coming to live with us. I was a little bit concerned about things, so anyway, we invested, and that's where that came from. So since then, of course, the idea of being able to generate, we decided that we would invest in solar. So we invested in solar, and I've got 12 units, 12 solar panels on our roof. And that generates, well, we save about $100 a month. If there's a power outage, we don't even know there's a power outage
For a while.
for at least 8 hours. Because those solar panels will store in a battery for about 8 hours. And then that generator is hooked up to a system, it's called a transfer switch, so it never feeds back into the electric. Okay? Matter
It's
of fact-
Amish solar. We bought it from the Amish literally, but that's another story.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so what we said, well, that's not quite enough, because what we want is, we want something that's portable. So we got ourselves a portable generator, and that's what this is right here. And this right here will open up, set that out in the sun, and it'll draw enough, that's about 450 watt generator. So in other words, this little generator, portable generator, will recharge a freezer, refrigerator,
Coffee pot.
like something essential,
Yeah.
like in my CPAP machine. Okay, I've got sleep apnea, my CPAP machine, it takes care of that. It'll take care of that, they take care of this for probably about 8 hours before it needs to be recharged. It can be recharged manually. Plug it in, recharge it manually. I can plug it in if I've got power, like I've got off of my 12 volt system. Okay, I remember my ACE, my 110 for my home power, or I can do solar with my solar panel. So it just increases your options. Now, does everybody need to go out and get one? You know, we did it because we wanted to be as reliant as we possibly could.
Self-reliant.
We've been at this for a while.
Yeah, we've been doing this for a while. So we got this power, so then you still gotta be able to communicate with the world. So we decided that we would invest in a radio that's available. This has powers from a number of different things, but this actually has a solar unit that'll do it. Plus this is also shortwave. So we could
But those
communicate.
aren't expensive. Those are.
This was, I'm not sure exactly how much this
I
was,
think it was
but it
$25
was,
at the time or something.
yeah.
$50.
Then, let's see, now, another means of communication that we decided to go for was, we had a friend who used to go to our church.
Well, Al Christman,
Al
his name was
Christman.
Al Christman.
Yeah, his name's Tom Christman.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a ham operator. And we said, well, if push comes to shove, and we need to be able to communicate, we live in the highest point in Mercer County, it'd be a good spot to have a ham.
Right.
So, but you need to take the course, you need to get certified, licensed. However, if things go sideways, who's gonna reinforce it? I'm not saying to be an outlaw, but I am saying.
We're studying for our test. let's
We're
put it
studying for a
that
test, yeah. Okay, or you can just have a walkie-talkie if you're trying to just communicate with a neighbor. Okay, and then you have to have batteries for that. Okay, or you can be driving down your car and you just CB radio as long as the car is able to work. Okay, so, based on that, you know, there are options, where's my, that you can get information from. This is one, this guy, the guy ran for Lieutenant Governor, Teddy Daniels, for people that know him. But he has a website, you can QR code right there, and he's got information how you can get yourself a 500-watt solar generator. Let's see. As far as other ways of communicating, if things go sideways, and the cell phones don't work, is there are sat phones. Now, those are phones that work directly off of satellites. And you can get those at sat123.com, and you can get information about that. And you can also, if the sat phones, they're a little bit more pricey, but they also make what they call a bivy stick. And a bivy stick it's a type of phone that you can text with. So at least you can communicate. Okay, so if you have, like, we have a daughter that lives in South Carolina. So we want to be able to communicate with her. You know, we have a son that lives down in Cranberry. We want to be able to Cranberry, communicate with him. So, and if things, like I said, if things go sideways, who knows? You know, the fact is, what's going to happen? We know that as we're warned, you know, Rick Renner's warning us that in the last of the last days, which
We're
from all
getting there.
we're there,
We're there.
or soon will be,
Yeah.
that the idea is that either prepare yourself as best you can, communicate with people, become connected with a community where you can get support, okay? And there was something that Karen asked me not to cover, but it's basically, you need to be able to communicate when you need help,
Right, right,
okay?
right.
So,
There you are.
Morse code, he was, you need to learn Morse code.
Okay, all right. You're forced it. Does everybody know what the signal for Morse code is?
SOS.
SOS. 3 short, 3 long, 3 short.
Yep.
That might save your life. 3 short, 3 long, 3 short.
No, it's Greek to me.
Dot,
I
dot,
didn't
dot,
understand it.
dot, 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 dot. okay? If you're buried 6 feet under and you're still alive, you might tap on that, somebody might hear you.
I just saw a cartoon the other day where a person was, I'm sitting in church nervously clicking my pen because of a very convicting sermon. And I see a guy over on the other side wondering why I wanted to invade Cuba.
You used to have to know Morse code to get your ham license, by the way. Now you don't have to, so, well, thank God, I never would. But anyhow.
Oh, just for anybody that is interested in that idea of being a ham operator, there is a process, and there's a website that you can go to, that you can take course, and
A
take
really user-friendly
a
course.
study guide. So we were on it, I was up to
We
week
got
17.
sidetracked.
We got sidetracked, so there's about 26 weeks, I think.
But anyhow,
Okay.
okay, so we need to wrap up here. Well, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
There is, go ahead.
About 2 minutes. Last week, John approached me about using char cloth.
Uh-huh,
Anybody know anything about char
John
cloth?
Fitz.
Yeah, John.
yeah. Fits.
I don't know his last name. I just met him.
Fitz.
Like the conservatory, so.
So, anyway, he put these together. These have a flint and steel with them. So,
It's a barrel run.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
I
enough,
like
I've
the
got 20 there, so there's probably enough per family.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
So,
These will start a fire.
He's gonna do a demo.
Just a spark. Oh, yeah? Yeah. What you
Do it real fast.
Take the cotton and you put it in.
hopefully,
You put a couple.
you won't have to,
And then once it's hot,
things won't go sideways, so you have to use it.
put it.
Char cloth is made out of denim.
Yep.
And I put it in a Altoid skin,
Yep.
punch a hole in the center, put it on fire like on your stove and outside. Let it smoke, that might even catch on fire what's coming up out there, and when it's done, the denim turns into a cloth piece of charcoal. So, you've got 3 pieces, I think, in each one, so.
Yep.
Turns into just something like that, and here.
Now I know what to do with old jeans.
So then you just take your ferro rod,
Light it.
move that where I get to.
John.
I'm gonna pull it out here. Put it
Yeah.
back in there. And you get a spark on it, it'll start to glow. Saw one there for a second.
There it is. Yeah, there.
Ah.
Put that with a handful of lint. You got
Yeah,
it.
you got instructions in there. You just take some cotton, or get some cotton pads, keep that with your stuff, you can fluff that up. And you have, like I said, you have time. You know, dryer lint. Dryer, anything like that, if you wanna pack that into like a little tin. And then,
Pretty
like
cool.
I said, you got time to be working with your fire.
Mm-hmm.
And so, let me come closer over here for your video.
Yeah. Thanks.
That's just a couple sparks.
Cool.
It only takes a spark.
That's
It only takes a spark.
There you go.
All right.
it. All right.
Thank you.
2 minutes, how did your